It's that time of the day where we get our practice updates, and so we figure out what is going down in Santa Clara. And we are getting word in regards to who practiced and who didn't, and might give us a little bit of an indication of who will be ready to go this Sunday against the Seattle Seahawks. So, according to Nick Wagner of ESPN, he provides us with a solid update of who is available and who isn't. So, according to Nick, he did not see defensive lineman Arik Armstead, who's dealing with a foot and knee. And as Kyle Shanahan expressed yesterday during the press conference, that he does not expect Arik Armstead to play this Sunday. So it's not a surprise that Arik Armstead isn't out there practicing or even at practice. He's likely getting treatment and doing things like that. Defensive back Daryl Luter Jr. hamstring, who will miss time. Obviously, isn't there along with Ross Dwelly, who we know is also an IR candidate potentially. However, we did get a limited participation from Ray McLeod yesterday, but the fact that he's not seeing him today is interesting. Um, Obviously, we don't have official practice reports. These are basically the beat reporters, telling us what they're seeing from the early portion of practice. And this is what we've gotten so far. Also, in regards to some players that might need to be leaned on this game against the Seahawks, right guard Spencer Burford is apparently dealing with a different knee issue. Nick Wagner says that he was working off to the side, but officially did not practice today. And the same goes with running back Elijah Mitchell, who's dealing with a knee, who was working off to the side, but didn't practice. So, what does this all mean? Well, as we saw, and if you didn't earlier today, the San Francisco 49ers brought back Ty Davis Price to the practice squad. So that could be a potential addition. Um, if Elijah Mitchell can't go, they can bring up TDP from the practice squad and activate him for game day as additional depth. Jordan Mason, in that instance, would obviously move into the RB2 position. And if Spencer Burford can't go, which it is kind of trending in that direction, if he's hasn't been able to log two practices in a row, we could see Jonathan Feliciano back at right guard. So it'll be very interesting to see what this looks like tomorrow in regards to practice updates, because that will obviously give us a really good understanding of where these players stand and their progress, and who will potentially be available and who won't be available against the Seattle Seahawks. So right now, this is our practice report. I would say, I mean, obviously, you never want to see any of these guys injured or hurt in any regard, but the San Francisco 49ers have done a good job of insulating themselves with a ton of depth, and they have an opportunity to be okay and be able to withstand some of these injuries. Um, in the meantime, obviously, Arik Armstead leads the list, but I do expect Javon Kinlaw to fill in very well for Arik Armstead while Arik is out for maybe a week or two. And then we're kind of on tight end watch. Are the San Francisco 49ers going to sign Zach Ertz? Going to be interesting. He remains unsigned, and with the injury to Ross Dwelly, it could really open up the door for that addition. So we'll see. But this is what we got for today. And of course, as always, wanted to share with you guys. Let me know what you are thinking about these practice updates. Anything surprise you? Anything concern you? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.